so in this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about Newline Broadcast. Now, we have videos talking about Newline Broadcast when we're running it on the panel. What I'm doing here is a little bit different. I'm actually on a laptop, and I'm going to receive a broadcast from my panel on this laptop. So you can see I've got Chrome open, and I've gone to the website, just broadcast.online will take you there. And that's where you can get access to join a broadcast. So I've already put the broadcast ID into the box here. Of course, you know, when you start a broadcast on the panel, it generates a new ID every time. So I've already got it here in the box. I'm gonna click join. And now, again, depending on how nice your internet connection is working that day, it may take a minute for it to fire up, but eventually it will give you this, right? So now we're receiving the broadcast from my panel. And what I want to turn your attention to is down here at the bottom, I've got this toolbar, and that's where we can get access to some additional tools. Now, your experience may vary depending on the device that you're using to receive the broadcast. But for this example, this is what we would see. In this case, I'm on a laptop and I'm using Chrome, and so I've got access to this toolbar. So I just want to make sure that we're clear on the example that I've got here. So one of the buttons I have here, you can see I'm mousing over it. This is full screen. Give it a click, and there we go. So now the image is full screen, so we can focus entirely on the broadcast. But if I wanted to use something else on my laptop, do something else, and still have the broadcast going, I can do that. Right next door, there's this picture-in-picture mode button. It's got a little box inside of a screen there. And there we go. So now the broadcast is down here in this window in the corner, and I can go somewhere else on my laptop and still have that broadcast going. So that's pretty convenient. Then I can mouse back down here, click it, and we're back to the broadcast. And I can make it full screen again like that. And so that's a handy tool, that picture-in-picture feature. Right here in the middle, we can zoom in and zoom back out if we need to see something more clearly. And then finally, this button right here. This is a screenshot button. So watch what happens when I click this. I get access to annotation tools. Now the broadcast is still live down here, just like it was in picture-in-picture mode, but I also now have a screenshot that I took. So the broadcast will still be going, but now I'm working with a screenshot that I took at that moment. And I have these annotation tools down here that I can work with. Now I'm on a touchscreen laptop. So in this case, yes, using these tools is probably going to be convenient for me because I can just use my finger like so to make that happen. You can still use a mouse, you can use a touchpad, but it might not be quite as smooth. But those will still work if you need to go in that direction. But you've got access to other tools. That's the pencil, that's a thin line. Here's a marker, that's a thicker line, like that. Then I also have a highlighter, and so I can highlight text, like so. So you do have access to some tools down there. And then I've got a download button. I can download this image with the annotations there, and I can save the whole thing if I choose to. But if I decide I don't want those annotations, no problem. I can use this trash can, clear drawings, and there you go. So you do have access to some nifty tools just by using or by joining the broadcast from the web browser. And so it's a very convenient way, not just to be able to receive a broadcast from the panel wirelessly, but also then work with the content using the tools down here in this toolbar.